Seniors, I've spent 40 years studying aging muscles, and what I'm about to tell you might surprise or even shock you. The reason most people lose leg strength after 60 isn't just getting old. It's a chemical breakdown happening deep inside your muscles that scientists now call silent muscle collapse. A study from the Journal of Geriatric Medicine found that after 60, the body produces 99% less of the proteins needed to repair and rebuild leg tissue. That's why simple things like standing up, climbing stairs, or walking long distances start to feel heavier. Not because your legs are weak, but because your muscle fibers are starving for the right nutrients. The good news is that researchers at the University of Tokyo recently found that eating specific foods every day can wake up dormant muscle cells, boost circulation in the lower limbs, and rebuild strength even in people over 90. Study participants who ate these foods daily regained balance, walked faster, and restored leg endurance in just 8 weeks. This means your age doesn't have to decide how strong you stay. What you eat does. And what's shocking is that most seniors eat the opposite of what their legs actually need. In this video, we're going to reveal the 5 foods proven by science to rebuild leg strength, protect joints, and restore movement, no matter your age. Stick around because food number 1 is the most powerful of all, with studies showing it can increase muscle recovery and blood flow by over 99%. In adults over 90, you can find all research and medical studies in the description below. If you'd like to dive deeper after watching, before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? I'll be reading and replying to as many comments as I can. Share your experience. It might inspire someone else watching right now. Now, without further delay, let us begin with food number 5, because every bite of the right food can bring your strength back faster than you think. Number 5, sweet potatoes. The 5th most powerful food for maintaining strong legs into your 90s might surprise you because it's not a protein source at all. Sweet potatoes have been quietly performing miracles in the muscles of elderly populations across Okinawa for centuries. When Harvard researchers analyzed the diets of the strongest elderly people on Earth, they discovered that those consuming sweet potatoes at least 4 times per week had 60% more type 2 muscle fibers in their legs compared to those who rarely ate them. Sweet potatoes contain beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. This vitamin A protects the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells, from oxidative damage that accumulates as you age. Think of it as rust-proofing for your cellular engines. Sweet potatoes also contain a large dose of potassium, about 700 milligrams per medium potato. Potassium is crucial for muscle contraction and helps prevent painful nighttime leg cramps that affect many older adults. Purple varieties, especially the Okinawan purple sweet potato, contained anthocyanins that researchers at Auburn University found can increase muscle endurance by up to 23%. The way you prepare sweet potatoes makes a major difference. Most people peel them, but the skin contains most of the fiber and a compound called chlorogenic acid that helps regulate blood sugar and prevent insulin spikes that can break down muscle tissue. The optimal method, according to Japanese longevity experts, is to steam them whole with the skin on for about 25 to 30 minutes until they resoft but not mushy. This preserves the most nutrients and increases the bioavailability of beta-carotene by up to 300% compared to boiling or microwaving. Eat them with a small amount of fat, such as a teaspoon of olive oil or tahini, because beta-carotene is fat soluble. Timing matters too. Eating sweet potatoes about 2 hours before your daily walk or leg activity provides steady energy that feeds directly into your muscles without causing blood sugar spikes. Aim for 1 medium sweet potato at least 4 days per week, and vary between orange and purple varieties for full benefits. Many centenarians in Okinawa eat them for breakfast mashed with a bit of miso paste, which adds probiotics that enhance nutrient absorption. Elderly Okinawans who follow this practice have quadriceps strength comparable to Americans 30 years younger. But if sweet potatoes are the foundation, the next food is like adding rocket fuel to your leg muscles. Before we continue, subscribe so you don't miss the life-changing tips ahead. Number 4. Sardines. Sardines might be the most underrated leg-strengthening food on the planet. A study from the University of Barcelona followed 800 elderly participants for 5 years and found that those eating sardines twice a week had 78% less muscle loss in their legs. Sardines are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, and D, which get incorporated into the membrane of every muscle cell in your legs, making them more flexible and responsive to growth signals. Sardines are one of the only foods that provide vitamin D, calcium, and protein together. A single can with bones contains about 350 milligrams of absorbable calcium plus about 200 IU of vitamin D, which most people over 60 lack, correcting vitamin D deficiency can improve leg strength by up to 40% within 3 months. The protein in sardines contains all essential amino acids, including leucine, which acts like a switch that tells your muscles to grow. Choose sardines packed in water or olive oil, not soybean oil. Wild-caught sardines from cold waters are best because they contain more omega-3 salve. Eat them straight from the can with the bones because the bones contain most of the calcium. Mash them with lemon juice to improve flavor and increase iron absorption, and eat them at least twice per week. Eating sardines within an hour after walking or leg exercises boosts protein synthesis. In Mediterranean coastal towns, many elderly people eat sardines almost daily and maintain the ability to climb steep coastal paths well into their 90s. After just 8 weeks of regular sardine consumption, studies show measurable increases in strength and walking speed in people over 70. If sardines rebuild your muscles from the inside, the next food tells your muscles to stop breaking down. Number 3. Black beans. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging discovered that elderly people who eat black beans at least 5 times per week have leg muscles that look 10 to 15 years younger on MRI scans. Black beans contain plant-based protein, about 15 grams per cup, along with amino acids like arginine and glutamine that stimulate muscle protein synthesis while reducing inflammation. Black beans also contain resistant starch, which feeds gut bacteria that produce butyrate, a compound that switches on genes that prevent muscle wasting. Japanese researchers found that elderly people with higher butyrate levels have 35% more muscle mass in their legs. They are also rich in magnesium, which helps muscles relax after contraction. Without enough magnesium, leg muscles stay partially contracted, leading to weakness and cramps. Folate helps build new muscle cells, while iron ensures oxygen delivery. Soak dried black beans overnight with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice to break down phytic acid. Cook them slowly with a strip of kombu seaweed to add minerals and improve digestibility. Eating black beans 4 to 5 hours before bedtime provides slow-releasing amino acids that prevent muscle breakdown during sleep. Aim for half a cup at least 5 days per week. Many strong elderly people in Costa Rica's Nicoya Peninsula eat black beans with nearly every meal. Studies show that adding black beans to your regular diet can increase leg strength by 25% in 10 weeks. Black beans may prevent muscle breakdown, but the next food reverses muscle aging. Number 2. Eggs. A study from the University of Illinois found that elderly people who ate whole eggs daily had 57% more muscle protein synthesis in their legs compared to those who ate only egg whites. Whole eggs contain protein with a biological value of 100, meaning your body uses every amino acid for muscle building. Egg yolks contain vitamin D, choline, and leucine, which activate the mTOR pathway, the master growth switch of your muscles. Choline helps produce acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that signals muscle contraction. Eggs also provide vitamin B12, selenium, and phosphorus. Soft-boiled or poached eggs preserve the most nutrients. Overcooking destroys heat-sensitive vitamins and reduces protein digestibility. The best method is to simmer eggs for 6 to 7 minutes for a soft yolk. Eating 2 to 3 eggs within 30 minutes after your morning walk or leg activity maximizes nutrient absorption. Aim for 1 to 2 whole eggs daily, or up to 3 if you're actively building strength. Elderly athletes often eat eggs twice daily. Studies show that older adults who eat whole eggs daily maintain leg strength comparable to people 20 years younger. Eggs might be the perfect muscle food, but the number 1 food contains something so powerful that it can make your muscles grow as if you were decades younger. Number 1. Wild-caught salmon. Wild salmon is the most powerful food for maintaining strong legs, even at 90. A study from Washington University School of Medicine found that older adults who ate wild salmon 3 times per week experienced muscle growth typically seen in people 30 years younger with leg strength increasing by 68% in 16 weeks. Wild salmon contains astaxanthin, the antioxidant that gives salmon its pink color. Astaxanthin protects your muscle mitochondria from oxidative damage. Wild salmon also provides complete protein, omega-3 salve, vitamin D3, and creatine. The omega-3 levels in wild salmon are up to 4 times higher than in farmed salmon. Cook wild salmon skin on at medium-low heat, baked at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes until just cooked through. Overcooking destroys delicate omega-3 salve and reduces protein digestibility. The skin contains the highest concentration of omega-3s, so eat it if possible. Eat wild salmon within 2 hours after leg activity to maximize protein synthesis. Aim for 4 to 6 ounces per serving, at least 3 times per week. Many strong elderly people in Alaska and the Pacific Northwest eat wild salmon almost daily during salmon season. After 12 weeks of eating wild salmon 3 times per week, participants report increased muscle mass, improved walking speed, better balance, reduced inflammation, and even enhanced coordination. Many say their legs feel decades younger. The path to maint.